Thanks for clicking. Welcome to my third update for Nightmare on Panning Street. This project was created for the Pantastic Ladies by Valerie and Jaylon. Valerie is VMRT on Instagram, but they can usually both be found at Jaylon's channel at Loves Makeup for this particular update. This project started on Halloween and is going to end on Halloween. There are a list of movie prompts. You pick either 6 or 13 of them and you see how many you can get by the end of the year. I started off with 13 because I'm trying to hit as many as I can. I do have some leaving the project and therefore a couple more moving in. Not that many, but it's more than 0 and I'll take it. So let's talk about those first. Since the intro, I've been working on the prompt 28 days later. That prompt came from Andrea, as pretty as a peacock, and that's any product that you use 28 times. I picked the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in the shade Neutral Ivory 6. My goal, of course, was to use it 28 times. At the last update, I had 22 uses. I did get the last 4. I am wearing it today, even though I hit my goal earlier this week. I do like this foundation as a light coverage type of option. I also like this over cream products. Sometimes I feel like the cream products on a liquid foundation doesn't work quite so well, but I can put the cream products on as an underpainting method and put this over top. So I really like it that way, but 28 days later is now a rollout. My second and final rollout was also from the intro, and that's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's a duo or a double-ended product. I picked a duo, and it's this Coastal Scents blush and bronzer sample. It's actually a highlighter in a blush, but my goal was to use this 13 times. I had 3 of those uses at the last update. I did get the last 10 over the course of this month, so this has now reached my goal of 13, and it's rolling out too. The Conjuring is an item that you don't know what possessed you to buy, and I don't really know what possessed me to buy the Balm Body Scrub in Patchouli Lavender Vanilla. I am someone who doesn't really think body scrubs add a lot of value to my life, so why I spent so much money on one, I don't really know. But there's where I'm at right now. It does smell really nice. I think the grains are a really good size for exfoliating. I use it about once a week. And I do have to be careful though in the shower because there's a fair amount of oil in this, and it does make the floor of my shower really slippery. So you gotta be careful not to fall if you were to use this item. I am gonna still working on this. My goal is to finish this. The Exorcism of Emily Rose is an item that makes you levitate on cloud 9. And for that I'm using this Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Lit. I get a lot of compliments where I wear this. My goal is to use it 13 times. At the last update I had 5 uses. I am wearing it right now and this is my 7th total use. So I am still working on this highlighter. It's probably going to be another couple months maybe, but I'll keep working on it. It is a product that reminds you of high school. When I was in high school, blue eyeshadow was popular. I didn't wear makeup so much in high school, but I remember the drama teacher telling us not to wear blue eyeshadow on stage. She was getting really frustrated because she didn't think it looked very good under those lights, and so we weren't supposed to wear it in that context. But I went into my Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette, and for this project I picked out the shade Blue Hawaii with a goal to use it 13 times. At the last update I'd used it 7 times. I am right now wearing it for the 9th time. It's in the outer part of my eye right there, and I'm going to keep working on it to try to reach my goal of 13. Misery is a product you're a big fan of, and this prompt is courtesy of Melissa M. And while I'm a big fan of this product, this was a fail this month. I have a goal to use my Illamasqua Gel Sculpt in the shade Outline 13 times. At the last update I had 2 uses. I'm still only at 2 uses. I'm using a different contour product in a different project. That project ends sooner, and then I will return to using this because I really do like it. It's a very interesting formula. It's like a gel, as the name suggests, and so it has a cooling effect when you apply it, which I kind of like. So I am going to continue using this whenever I'm done with the product in the other project. A Quiet Place is something that makes you speechless, and I'm speechless anytime I apply any type of mascara because I have to make that stupid face. The mascara I've been using is the Ilia Limitless Lash in After Midnight. I do really like this mascara. My goal is to finish it. It is at the point where it starts to flake a little bit, and that doesn't really bother me, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it before this point, so I'm happy with its longevity and its performance. I would purchase this again once I've used up some of my other mascaras. The Silence of the Lambs is a lotion, and that's courtesy of Andrea at Pretty as a Peacock. And what I'm using is this Nourish Vitamin Enriched Body Lotion. This is actually something that I took out of a hotel. I keep it in my purse and use it as a hand lotion. If this were something that could be purchased, I wouldn't. It's not particularly hydrating. There's my marks there. My goal is to finish it. I am still working on this one. I've used it more in the last month than I have in the past, and I'm going to keep going with it. My Bloody Valentine is one of the prompts that are new this year. It came from Kayla, and if you haven't seen her, she's got the perfect background for this project. But this prompt is defined as something that's either heart-shaped or Valentine themed. I went with this Nailtopia nail lacquer, and this is in the shade Loverboy. and so I felt that it was Valentine themed that way. My goal is to use it 6 times. I had 2 prior uses and I didn't use it in the last month. I'm working on a few other nail polishes, but I will get the other 4 uses at some point. March is coming up and I'm sure I'll get the rest of my uses by the end of March at the very least. So I'm going to keep working on this nail polish. Beetlejuice is a green or purple product. I believe this prompt came from Jen at Project Beauty, and I picked another nail polish for this one. It's a purple one this time, and it's the Essie Expressi in the shade IRL. My goal again is to use it 6 times. At the last update I had 3 uses and now I've used it 2 more times, so I'm up to 5. By next month this will definitely be rolling out and I'll have my goal met on Beetlejuice. Halloween is a tube mask or a set of face masks. I'm using a set of face masks. They're the Pixie and Hello Kitty A for Apples mask. There's a set of 3 in here, and so far I've used 2 of them. My goal of course is to finish it, so here's the 2 that I finished. These smell very mildly of apple. I do like them. They're hydrating. Would I purchase them again? I don't know. I don't think they're particularly remarkable, but I will definitely have these rolling out next month. The Nun is a product with black and white packaging, and for that I went with the Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist. My goal is to finish this. I've used it 14 times. I don't really know how much is in here. There's no real good way to measure it, but I'm probably going to finish it within the next month. The spray on this one seemed to start off as a little bit aggressive. The other ones I've had weren't like that, but it's calmed down now that's a little bit emptier, and hopefully next month this one will be rolling out. And the last one is Scream, a product that makes you scream with delight, and I have this Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. It's a little kind of sample deluxe size that I got as a gift with purchase, and I do really like this. It's really hydrating. My skin absorbs it very quickly. What I didn't realize is that there was really only product in the threaded part of this. The bottom part here is all solid plastic, so there's not a whole lot left in here, and I think this will definitely be rolling out next month too, which is kind of sad because I had hoped I would get more time with it, but it is what it is, and I'll get something new instead. So with 28 days later and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde rolling out, I get to bring in 2 new ones. So I consulted my tiny decisions wheel and randomized 2 prompts that I haven't had yet. The first of those is the Blair Witch Project, and that is an item that we'd use on a no makeup day. And I immediately thought of lip gloss, so I'm going with my very oldest lip gloss. It's the Maybelline Shiny-licious in Berry Bella. My goal is to use this 13 times. I am hoping to ultimately finish this year, but I want things rolling out of this project a little bit more quickly, so I'm going to stick with the goal of 13, and we'll see how long that takes me. And my other roll-in is going to be the Orphan, and that's an anti-aging item. This is actually a prompt that I came up with. I'm glad that Valerie and Jaylon liked it enough to include it. And for that, I'm going to bring in the Bare Minerals Ageless Nighttime Concentrate. I've used this a little bit before. It's where that mark is right now. And my goal is going to be to finish this. So I have a whole collection of partially used serums and various skin creams and such. I'm trying to dwindle that down and use some of the ones up that I've already started at some point in time. So that's the end of this update. I have 2 rollouts this time, which isn't terrible, but not as good as I hoped. I think I'm going to have a few more next time. I should have Beetlejuice, Halloween, The Nun, and Scream all rolling out next time. So hopefully next month we'll double the rollouts, and good luck to you and all your projects. And I'll see you next month. Bye!